who happens to be a poet and a singer-songwriter. Then the upside of failure, we are joined by the iconic person from South African gospel music, Dr. Lindelani Mkhize, that so many of you love and adore, particularly with the music he's done. Actually, let me know, what are some of your favorite songs to come out of this man? Obviously, we all know him from A Joyous Celebration, the trio that created this super group. Send your song ideas and suggestions on the WhatsApp line that you love from this group. Get in touch with us. Give us a call. 011-883-0702. SMS us 31702. Tweet at Relebogile M at Radio 702 using the hashtag 702 Afternoons and the WhatsApp line 072 702 1702.
702 Afternoons
with Relebogile Mabota
on 702.
Let's walk the talk. 702
Food feature.
In our food feature for today, we're talking Potluck Club in Johannesburg. Now, Luke Dale Roberts brought his much-loved Cape Town establishment to Rosebank, and they've got some of their familiar favorites there and exciting dishes that guests can order and enjoy as a small plate sharing experience for the whole table. We got to experience some of the delicious food that they have for us. Potluck Club, you can actually see that they are the highest rated Eat Out award-winning restaurant in Gauteng for 2023. And today we're joined by the head chef of the Potluck Club in Johannesburg, Ibrahim Dutoy. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi guys, hi. I'm Ibrahim Dutoy. How are you guys doing?
We are fantastic. Talk to us about your personal journey with food. Where did it all begin for you? Did you always know that you would find yourself in this industry as a child?
I want to be honest, so basically, I didn't start around my grandmother and mother and parents, cooking in the kitchen. So for me, it actually all started at the test kitchen back then, where I started as a scholar, and then that's basically how I fell in love with the food that they were serving. I was like, look, I want to try.
What is a scholar?
So a scholar is someone that basically it's a pot wash, So you go in there and you clean the dishes, and you get to see all these cool things that these guys put together as chefs, So basically my journey started in the scullery, and I was like, look, I actually want to become a chef because it's cool to take raw flour and then after 30 to 45 minutes it's turned into a bread. So I was like, look, after the scullery I actually want to go into the kitchen, So a year and a half after that, my boss came to me and told me, look, we're going to be inside the kitchen now as a kitchen hand. So kitchen hand explains so basically you assist senior on the section, so they actually gave me the responsibility of making 3 types of breads,
Yes.
And then that's how it all started for me.
So maybe share with us what brought you to even asking for a job at a restaurant where they said you're gonna start right at the bottom washing dishes?
So honestly speaking, I was going through a lot in my past life, kind of very difficult, growing up with Gogo, and you're the only, I want to say, boy in the house, and you got your little sister, your little cousin, and there's no financial stability, you get what I'm saying? So I kind of stepped out of my house and try and do other things to make money, And then eventually it caught up with me, and then my friend was like, look, you need to turn this around, There's a place in South River, Woodstock, where Luke Roberts is he's willing to give people like us opportunities,
As in no cooking qualifications, just anybody who says, I'm looking for a job and an opportunity.
And then he was the guy that helped. So basically, I started reading inside the kitchen, by my chef telling me, look, go get coriander, and, write it on a piece of paper, and now we used to go get all the herbs out because I didn't know, and then he teach me a trick afterwards, look, taste it, right? Because everything tastes differently, and basically that's how it started for me,
So this is when you were a kitchen aide?
A kitchen hand.
Kitchen hand, sorry.
Yes, that's before you become a farmer.
Okay, so kitchen hand, you're basically the skivvy in the kitchen.
Yes, you are the skivvy in the kitchen.
If somebody needs a knife, if you go fetch whatever. Okay, so after that level, because I like that you are sharing the part of start by tasting the ingredients, because whenever you see chefs on screen on shows like Chop, for example, where they're introduced to an ingredient that they've never heard of in their lives, the first thing they do is taste it so you know. So when you started learning they said, okay, this had your ambitions already been set from watching the chefs where you're like, actually, that's what I want to be doing?
Yeah, it was actually, like I said, like when I started in this gallery, I was like, I actually want to do this, because like the kitchen was so cut through and people would be like up and down, you know what I mean? Like whole day prepping. Some of them like don't even go out for the break, and we started like 7:30, these guys work from 7:30 until 11:30, 12, and for me as a scholar that time, I would come in at 8:30. And then I leave at 4, and these guys are still carrying on, and then the next shift comes. So it all started from the day where I was like, okay, cool, like I actually want to take parsley and turn it into a butter. I want to take this and turn it into that. So the creativity also started like at the kitchen where I kind of wanted to I wanted to do more, So as me being inside the kitchen as a kitchen hand, I start like, look, I can't sell this bread because now I want to become a comedy after this. I want to show the boss that I'm the best baker now, so that I can move from the bread and start learning to like skills, like knife skills and stuff. So the comedy was like, so now you're leading into like holding, I want to say you're holding a name for yourself because now you're called as a comedy chef. So for me, like that comes from no papers. I had no papers before. Luke sent me to school and all that.
Let's be clear, because this is by no papers, he's not an illegal immigrant. No like traditional chef's training where you have a certificate.
Yeah, the certificate.
Because we have to be specific here when we say no papers.
Yeah.
It's a sensitive time around no papers.
Yeah.
So a commie then, you're almost like a starter out now, where they're letting you near a stove.
Yes, and I can actually call myself like commie chef. I'm actually a chef now because as a kitchen hand, you're not allowed to call yourself a chef because you only have one responsibility and just watching bread, So I was
watching bread.
Yeah, so baking the bread and making it, that's all, And as a commie chef, now you're actually starting to take responsibilities more than one, So it's about multitasking, You got like 6 or 7, 8 jobs, not just 3 different types of bread, So now it's adding on to the bread. So it's like 6 different types of jobs that you have to make sure that you deliver by 12:30 and by 6 o'clock. You need to make sure you're ready to go.
So does a commie chef also do some of the food prep? So is that anything that the sous chef is asking you to do?
Yeah, so like basically as a commie chef, you would like peel potatoes, for instance, like pick herbs, you know what I mean? Like weigh out marinades and mayos and etc. Yeah, that's what basically the commie chef do. He starts at the bottom and he starts to understand the kitchen now, by weighing out ingredients and stuff.
So commie chef is the same as a junior chef?
Yes, it's the same as a junior chef.
I got you. So you just prep ingredients, prepare the dishes, you're the one cleaning after so that when exec chef or sous chef come and want to cook, the space is ready.
Clean, it's ready to go.
I got you. So now, after you did that, somebody, Mankan Midran says, he was a spanner boy in the kitchen when he first started. What is a spanner boy?
So a spanner boy is basically like a kitchen hand as well. You just up and down,
I am learning the terminology.
you just up and down. So the head chef says, I need an apple. That's the guy who goes, because he knows his position,
So when did they know that you are ready to go from junior chef learning the basics to the next level, which I'm assuming is sous?
No, so it's multiples of levels. After that, you become a demi chef, So I've been in the industry like almost 10 years with the same owner, which is Luke Roberts. So I basically like ran through all the ranks because you get kitchen hand, then you get commie chef, and then you get demi chef. It's a little bit higher than the commie. Then you get CDP, and then CDP is like the person that owns the section. Like for instance, the garnish section, he runs that. Any problem that's wrong, the sous chefs come to him, not to the demi, not to the commie. They come immediately in. After that, you get your senior CDP. That's one step higher than the CDP, so he listens to the one higher than him. And then after that, you get your junior sous, then you get your sous, and then you get your senior sous, and then now we're here as the head chef.
Yeah. I had no idea it was so many levels and rankings that you needed to go. But what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll find out more about this journey, and also just an opportunity for those of you that are listening that think that